¿Se ve la madre? Acá estoy. Yo soy Rogelia y es mi hijo. Gracias a Dios ahora lo tengo. Después de perdido tres, es el primer alegría de mi vida.
¿Saben que nació en la casa?
No.
¿Que nació aquí? Sí, porque el doctor no alcanzó a llevarse al hospital. ¿Verdad, mijo?
All the trees and the bushes do gleam. Let the fruit of my soul shine supreme. Mustn't waver nor stray from my goal. For these days I go weary alone. For these days I go weary alone. For these days I go weary alone. There's an angel who leans on my soul, hoping and praying that we can be whole. There's a demon who ain't for control, wraps around me, around me.
Today is August 20th, 2016. I have lived here for 20 years, and I'm 20 years old. And we're finally moving out. This is East Los Angeles. I was born and raised here. And this is its neighboring community of Boyle Heights. They are both east of the LA River, which means that they are pretty close to downtown LA. Most of us look like this, although because of how the media portrays us, you probably think we all look like this. East LA is predominantly Mexican, and it's been that way since the 1950s. With its Mexican culture even tracing back to the founding of LA in 1781. We don't have a lot of money, but we do have a lot of culture.
Welcome in the house of fun. Oh, in the house of fun.
However, in the last couple of years, our community has been changing.
I was paying $1,250, and they raised it to $2,000.
And just out of the blue?
Yes, out of the blue. And they started moving out, and they just gave in. So the only ones that are here fighting for this 4330 City Terrace Drive, it's me and my neighbor next door, number 2, and everyone else left.
Well, speaking of that, how many apartments are there?
8.
And how many are left?
2. And the rest are students.
Pues no se fijan realmente qué es lo que hacen, más se fijan en el beneficio de ellos, no en la de las más personas, en lo que tiene.
Entonces lo hacen nada más por el afán del dinero.
Por afán del dinero, no realmente porque quieren que los que sean estudiantes los que quieran vivir aquí, porque son los que pueden pagar más y saben que van a pagar más.
Right now they're in downtown trying to build new buildings and do them into art galleries and all this. But for who are they building it for? Not for us. They're building it for people that have money, not low income. And then they're gonna want to get houses here and all that and make their business here. And then these people, us, where are we gonna end up?
Well, where do you think we're gonna end up?
Well, they're basically pushing us out. They're kicking us out of our homes. They're kicking us out where we're from. They're sending us far away. And they're like, this is our home. This is where we're from. This is like we're gonna have to start all over.
Yo pienso que al remover este restaurante de aquí, en donde esta área es meramente latina, la mayoría de la gente está enojada y lógicamente que los empleados y nosotros también estamos tristes por la situación. El caso mío, que tengo 26 años aquí trabajando, pues nos va a afectar a todos, inclusive al mismo dueño le va a afectar. Las propiedades se están elevando, la gente se está moviendo, se va a cambiar todo, se va a cambiar el tipo de gente que va a vivir en esta área ya muy pronto y hay muchas construcciones nuevas. Esta área donde estamos ahora, que está a media milla del nuevo puente, va a cambiar, totalmente va a cambiar, totalmente va a cambiar.
A suspect is caught on camera vandalizing a new coffee shop in Boyle Heights.
Security camera video shows someone who appears to be dressed in black and wearing a mask walk up to this Boyle Heights coffee shop and aim what looks like a slingshot at the front door.
Everybody has a right to protest in this country, and that's a sacred right. And it's important that that doesn't get diminished. However, they use pretty inflammatory language, which I think betrays their ultimate goal, if they have one.
Others in the area feel newcomers are driving up rents and pushing out businesses and people who have lived here for years.
We didn't buy this building, we rent. I rent here. I don't want the value to go up, I'm gonna pay more for my lease here. I moved to this neighborhood because specifically of the culture here and how I think it's very neat. It's a very special place and it deserves a really good coffee shop. First of all, I don't want to gentrify anything. Second of all, I probably couldn't even if I tried.
Art galleries seem weird to us, the communities of East LA and Boyle Heights. There's a lot of hostility between us and them, some that we created and some that they created. However, none of us are necessarily to blame. Art galleries don't evict people. They don't give you the eviction notice. They don't displace families. But what they do is that they invite people from the art community in downtown LA, people with more money than we have in these communities, and they look around and they see that these communities are of low income and most properties here are cheap. And then those people with money buy the properties around here. And that's how, over time, the community changes and the people who were originally from East LA are forced to move out. However, we, the people from the communities and these artists, have something in common. We do not stand a chance against the truly wealthy people. As Sharon Zucken puts it in her work, Loft Living, Culture and Capital in Urban Change, she conducted a study in Manhattan, New York about the process of gentrification back in the 1970s. And she said, ironically, the real estate development that follows this publicity prices many artists out of the loft market. By the end of the 70s, it is possible that artists that were living in lofts had been converted to residential use. In other words, the artists who brought in the gentrification also became victims of gentrification in the future. None of the main art galleries in Boyle Heights wanted to talk to me on camera. The owner of this gallery, for example, feared any more protests. And this is the problem. We need to communicate with each other. If not, we'll all end up like this.
Not much money, oh but honey, ain't we got fun, huh? The rent's unpaid, dear, we haven't a bus, but smiles were made, dear, for people like us, yes, in the winter, in the summer, don't we have fun, huh? Times are bum and getting bummer, still we have fun. There's nothing surer, the rich get rich and the poor get children. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun? In the winter, in the summer, don't we have fun?